Your least favorite teacher, Rad.
Good evening, everyone. Least favorite teacher. All right. Really can't say that I had a least favorite, but I had one that was very challenging. There was a period in time when I was in college at Washington State University, and I had a keen interest in science. And I can't remember his name, but he was the astronomy teacher at Washington State University. And I absolutely loved the class. But the most unusual thing happened. I studied so very hard that when I would take the tests, that rather than answer the questions, I think the way that he wanted it, more simply, maybe more directly, I would go into these lengthy descriptions of the answers to these, bringing in all possible solutions that I think could possibly be known for this answer. And he would check this thing wrong. And it was so frustrating. I would go to him and I'd sit down and literally, I'd never argued with a professor before. And I would take my test in and I would sit down in front of him and I would bring in my text and he would just go to town. He says, well, that's not what I was looking for. And I said, but everything's been included. But he said, that's not what I was looking for. And so the next test would come along and I would try to refine it a little bit. Well, guess what? It's not quite what he's looking for. Now, so I don't know if over the period of time that this particular professor was now out of the realm of education, more than it was in a lesson of personality direction. You know, I was very, 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 what's the word, troubled by the fact that it seemed like it had taken on a new life of its own. Rather than the test and the scores and the education of the astronomy, it was this personal challenge of whether or not he was going to accept the type of very inclusive answers that I would always provide. And you know, I got to tell you that he never, ever did. I ended up getting a B out of this class. And I, honestly, I deserved the name. I deserved the name. And it was many years later when I was back down to the university. The group of us had gone down for a fraternal gathering. And I took the opportunity to go speak to this professor. And I got to tell you that the thing that happened was so amazing. He says, you know, you really were at the top of the class. But when I had the opportunity to tell you to do something, you would not accept my direction. And so I was trying to teach you how to work with the professors here at the school. And so after all that time, what it really was him was trying to teach me a lesson. And I got to tell you though, I still asked him for the A after all those years of going back. And he just laughed and said, well, no. That's it.